How's it? Today is October 1st. It's Friday, first of the month, and I am at workout again today. I actually signed up for a weekend pass today, so I will probably be here tomorrow unless unless it's crowded. Larry said that Saturday mornings is a bad time, just because there are so many people around, and I don't know if that's something I wanna partake in. Um, but it only costs $40 a month to come here on every Friday. So if I think about that, that's only $10 each time I come in. Whereas a $10 for only Fridays, basically. And that to me is definitely worth it because just a regular drop in here is $25. So value that is there. So I will be here next week for sure. Today's workout was just basically lining up with what Larry was doing, my homeboy Larry over there, sitting down in the chair. He was maxing out today. Normally on Fridays, I just end up going to a heavy set or a few heavy sets. And for what it looks like I'm maxing out. I'm definitely not maxing out. But I was there to basically to push my lifts for today. I ended up actually hitting a lifetime PR, which is kind of funny for me to think about. I did 100 snatch, which is not a PR. I also did 131 clean and jerk, which is also not a PR. But the total of 231 is a 1 kilo PR. I set my lifetime PR total earlier this year in April at that hassle-free meet. It's also the first meet that I went 6 for 6. So it's just me pushing the 1 kilo. It's not the biggest deal, but it is still a PR nonetheless. You can actually see the level of difficulty that I had with that lift at 131. It was not very difficult at all, to be honest. I just I was gonna do 130 because Larry was doing 130, and basically it was like, oh, okay, well, I'm gonna go to 131 instead, just because if I do 130, that's not necessarily bad, but it's definitely not a PR. So just give myself the opportunity to make a PR lift, and then that would be fun, right? Here's my 90 snatch, and that 95 I actually took twice because I failed the first attempt. Yep. Um, I think this is due to I don't want to make the excuse that I failed because the platform's not level, but I know that it's not helping. Um, I made the lift, so it's like that should not be an excuse as to why I missed the one before that. Here's my 100 snatch. That's the heaviest I did today. I did try for a 105 snatch. I tried it twice to no avail. Well, I only really gave the first one a good try. The second one was not even a try. Did not look good. That looked like it was gonna hurt. That's not a good sign. And yeah, that was my second attempt. After that, I moved into my clean and jerks. I think today the jerk felt really solid, so I'm very happy with how everything kind of lined up and went down. The cleans are kind of but I think the way that I look at it is I have enough strength, and my technique has a threshold good enough to generally make the clean lift. And I think I have a wide range of positions that I can hit that will still work. So that's kind of how I look at the clean. For the jerk, it's like I've always had the opinion, I still have this opinion, that if I clean it, I am gonna jerk it because I do think my jerk is above where my clean is. However, there's a lot less room for error for the jerk, right? So when I feel like today was particularly good, it just felt that today's jerks were overall just snappy, and I really like that. I think a lot of times when I'm training at 24, I just feel very slow and very sluggish, and it just doesn't go the way that I want it to, or go the way that I think it should go. Another thing I was thinking about here was I was kind of warming up a really weird way. I ended up doing some power jerks, which I normally don't do, so maybe that's why my jerks felt good relative at the heavier weights. I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll think about doing that next week. And yeah. So basically, I think as far as weight goes, I think that my warm ups for the heavier lifts were fine. Once I get around to 110 or 115, then I'll start to take the smaller jumps. But I think at the beginning sets, I may have took a little bit too many reps, but it's okay. It turned out to be fine. Yeah, pretty solid jerk there at 120. Here's 125. This is the weight that I tried to power clean on Wednesday, right? So in order for me to really think about where I am, like this clean should be very easy, and yeah, it was. I missed a jerk on Wednesday. I also was going for power jerks on Wednesday, so pretty happy with that. It's a little bit not as snappy as the other ones were, but again, it's a solid lift overall. Here's my top set to create the PR. I guess, like I mentioned, my clean was not super great, but I do have enough strength in every position for that 131. And then again, super snappy jerk. And then I am like kind of taking in like, oh yeah, I just hit a lifetime PR. Last one I did was like 6 months ago at this point. That's the one that really mattered. Like the only things that really matter are the snatch, the clean jerk, and then the total, right? So the last one that really mattered happened that long ago. After that, I was supposed to do 3 sets of 3 at 305, 305 pounds for front squat, but 140 is only 308, so I figured I could probably just do 140 for 3 threes. That was not the case. As you can see here, I am pretty lightheaded before I even attempt that one rep. You see there, I'm not very stable. But I come back and I do a few down sets here at 130, just because I do feel like I need the work today. Last week I also was unable to do 305 for 3 threes, so I do have the opinion that this is gonna be beneficial to me in the long run. So I'm just trying my best to be better than I was last week or yesterday, or what have you. After that, I did my pull-ups like normal, and then my windshield wipers also like normal. Overall, today was a freaking sick session. I'm very happy. I came out and I saw Larry hit some PRs, and very good to meet Marvin as well. Marvin's Larry's friend, who's just way stronger than both of us are. One day I will aspire to be like Marvin. But that would be it for today. Thank you for watching. Shoots.